Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Satyen Sangani, co-founder and CEO of Alation. He's here to join to discuss data. It is great to see you, Satyen. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Great to see you too, Jill.
All right. And could you tell us about Alation and the problems that you're looking to solve?
Alation is a data intelligence platform. We help customers, normally large Fortune 500s and Global 1000s, basically get intelligence about their data, which they need in order to be able to use it, in order to be able to do data science and analytics and to comply with all these regulations. And so that's basically what we do. And we help people find, understand, and use their data.
More organizations recognize the value of their data, but face challenges finding, understanding it, trusting it. Can you speak to why organizations find it difficult to solve these problems?
Well, mostly because data is really, really hard to understand because it's not in English. If you look at sort of text on the web and Google, we can read English and understand it. Data is in letters and, hexadecimal fields and bits and bytes, and all of that's not really commonly understood. You don't know where it came from. You don't know who generated it. You don't know what the field name means. You don't necessarily know how it can be used. And so all that context lives somewhere else. And what Alation does is helps generate that context so that both customers and their employees can describe and use data much better.
After your Series E funding last year, Alation launched a new product called Connected Sheets. Can you tell us about the new product and how it enables non-technical users to work with trusted data?
Yeah, one of the big problems with customers' data estates is that spreadsheets are spread all over their corporate networks and their environments. And so when you have these spreadsheets, they're disconnected from every other part of their data estate. And so you can't govern them. You don't know where your private information is going. You can have really confidential information flying all around in a spreadsheet and no one would ever know it. What we do with Connected Sheets is we connect that spreadsheet into the governed estate, into our catalog. And so now you can track what's happening in those spreadsheets and what data is going where and who's using them. And you can make sure the data in the spreadsheets are correct. And that's a really, really hard problem that we're solving. And it's one that's really going to revolutionize how data is managed.
Alation has customers across all industries. Do you have customers in pharma, and can you share how they would use Alation?
Yeah, so we have one particular customer that is well known for therapies that they've used in helping assist customers and people deal with COVID. They had a trove of data that they had been using previously from a vast history of clinical trials that they had done over many, many, many years. And basically accessing all of that data was really hard. And so what they did is they got Alation, they put it across all those data sets, and they enabled all of their employees to be able to discover and understand that data so they can bring new drugs and therapies to market much, much faster. So we have a whole bunch of pharma clients, including, this is not those one that I mentioned, but Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, and so many others that are basically using this in order to be able to revolutionize how people get treated and to change lives.
Yeah, it's really quite remarkable. Anything else you'd like to share with us?
Oh, this is a space that you should be watching. For the most part, data is becoming more and more confusing by the day, but it's also the asset that's going to help navigate people and companies through so many different changes that are happening in the world right now. And so in being intelligent about your data, understanding your data, those are things that every company is going to have to do better over the course of the coming years.
All right, Satyen, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thanks for having me.